Obviously, we're able to find a way. I think obviously a tale of two halves, specific on the defensive end. I didn't think we were sharp really offensively all night. But the free throw line, I think getting there 28 times, obviously, and racking up some foul trouble on their side was important for us. And then we haven't been in a lot of games like that where it's come down to having to execute and foul and play that game. So, that experience I think will help us. There's some things we'll obviously learn. Credit to Ohio State. They played like I thought they would play in the second half. They were a little sharper, and we let Thornton get going. Didn't do as good a job on him in the second half. And obviously, Mobley knocked down some shots. But, to be able to – good teams find a way when you're not at your best. And I felt, we were able to do just enough good things to be able to wrap it up and seal it there. So, questions on stuff? Mike?
Jim and then Michael. Go ahead, Michael. You got the mic.
When a game comes down to the foul game towards the end, I guess what type of advantage is it that you guys can hit time at the rate that you guys can hit at?
Yeah, it's good when you make them, right? So it probably started a little earlier. We did it with 11 seconds. Usually my line is about 7 seconds. But we felt with the ability of Thornton and Mobley to get shots off and off the bounce, and Thornton's ability to draw fouls, that we wanted to go ahead and start it a little sooner. Obviously, that's 4 seconds, but that's another possession at least. So, like I said, we haven't been in one of those in a while. We practiced it a few times, but I think probably inbounding the ball makes me no more nervous in those situations than making free throws or executing the foul at the right time. And we didn't want them to really get into the half court and be able to shake us loose, because those two guards can shed defenders really, really quick and get into threes. So, like I said, started a little earlier than our kind of where our line is, but because of personnel on the other side, we went with that decision.
Jim, go ahead.
Jim.
200 feel like a little lot at all to you?
Yeah. I mean, it's never.
You erase that from your memory.
Oh no, I remember that one. We didn't have 26 turnovers like we did that night, but no. As I told the team downstairs, I mean, Kamari did a great job. He spoke on behalf of the team in front of everybody to me. I'm sure that'll be out on social media if it's not already. But on behalf of current players, former players, et cetera, that have played here, as I told them, this isn't. You guys know this isn't not about me. My name goes with it, but I've had terrific players, the current ones, the ones that have been here for the last 9 years, terrific coaches with me. I got a phenomenal staff right now, support system. Mark, my chief of staff, strength coach, trainers that we've had. It's you divide this up. And it's a lot of hard work by a lot of people, a lot of hours that go unseen and unnoticed to have a opportunity to help a program be successful. So, like I said, my name goes to it. My family, obviously, they've sacrificed a lot, even before I was the head coach. You go through a 35-year career, and I got our oldest daughter and her fiance here with me now, and obviously my wife Michelle and Isaac on the team and Peyton. So there's just a lot of people that help put me in this position, and it's a lot of people that should go on that 200, probably 200 people.
Michael?
If you guys couldn't hold on, probably would have been none, but I guess what's the benefit of having tape where,
Yeah, I think the experience is good as long as you finish on the left-hand side. I mean, but like I said, we haven't been in one of those. We practice situations like that, but it's different when you have real game pressure. So, but there's other things, the previous, 38 minutes or the previous 18 minutes of the second half that defensively be a little better. We had some good looks, I thought, from the perimeter. I'll go comb through the tape, and obviously we'll talk a lot about the last 11 seconds, obviously the foul on that whole thing playing out, but even how we did or didn't execute down the stretch, and learn from it. So we have to obviously get a quick turn, and we head west. Ben.
Greg, over these last 4 games, are you seeing your group get closer to the defensive group you want them to be? Are they making those strides? Because certainly the first half tonight, it seemed like that was.
Yeah, I thought we were really good the first half. Second half, I didn't think, and it started in the ball screens. I thought we let Thornton get comfortable. He's probably as good a ball screen guard as there is in the league in terms of his size, physicality. He holds people off. He bumps. He's strong, and his mid-range game is really good. So we let him get some confidence going. I didn't think we were as aggressive at the point of attack with our fives and those setting ball screens. So, but defensively, we've made strides. I think individually guys have gotten better, and then they understand collectively how we have to play to be a good defensive team.
Jim and then Mark.
John Tonjes emergence odds have been huge, but a lot of your returnees have made jumps this year. And you've always prided yourself on being in the developmental program. Is that showing? Maybe more than
Yeah, I think everybody that's returned has made significant jumps. Whether it's Blackwell and Winter get a lot of the headlines, but even a guy that's been here 5 years, in Gilmore, has made a jump in his game, and I think his confidence is really, really strong. And obviously, I depended on him a lot tonight to guard Devin Royal. So, and Janicki, I think, has made a jump. Kamari McGee has made a jump. So Marcus Ilver has made a jump, even though I didn't get him in the game tonight. So yeah, I mean, that's a credit to those guys for putting the work in, putting the time in, and our staff for the job they're doing with them.
Mark?
In retrospect, I guess I'm wondering how big do you think it was that you guys never gave up that lead, regardless of what happened. That yesterday you kind of talked about playing ahead with the schoolwork.
Right, right. Play with the lead.
Yeah, playing with the lead.
Yeah.
How valuable was that?
Yeah, I think it's anytime you can get that real game pressure experience. Obviously, you don't want to lose a game in order to get it, but there's things we did correctly down the stretch, and there's things that we didn't do as well as we need to do. So, all these experiences are good, regardless of the age of the player that's in them. I think it's going to help us as we go forward, and knowing we'll be in situations, I'm sure, like that down the road. We're going to be in tight games. I expected this game to be more like it was the last 10, 12 minutes than what the other 25 or 30 minutes played out to be. I expected it to be tight. I've seen how they've played, so we just got to be able to put better halves together the second half, and I'll look through and see identify exactly what, but it started with Thornton getting comfortable.
Nick?
Greg, we talked a little bit yesterday about Devin Royal, how kind of tough and physical he can be. I know you touched on it there. What about kind of Carter's positional versatility stood out with his defensive efforts tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job on Parrish. He's 3 for 13. Royal goes 4 for 10. I thought we did a really good job on Mobley, 2 for 8. It was I think Gilly's understanding of our defensive scheme and where he can help when he's not involved in directly with the ball. And obviously Devin Royal's a handful. I mean, he's strong, he's quick, he's improved because his body's improved. He looks slimmer, leaner. I think he's quicker, more explosive. So he's taken a big jump here as a sophomore too. So it's really kind of, obviously Xavier got some fouls, so kind of got him out of rhythm. But I really leaned into Gilmore's experience because he's guarded those type of guys before, and he understands what we need to do from a defensive standpoint.